Hey everyone, let's have a little bit of a discussion on matrices. We talked about determinants already, which is an array of numbers that is evaluated to a value. Okay, it gives an actual number value unless there's letters in it like I, J, K. But we want to talk about matrices in general, and matrices are arrays that are useful in a lot of different applications in mathematics. We're going to use them later on for systems of equations. But I want to talk a little bit about how they're set up. So we talk about matrices and we say, well, I got a 3 by 5 matrix. What that means is 3 rows by 3 columns. It's always row by column when I talk about the dimensions of a matrix. So this matrix has 3 rows. There's row 1, row 2, and row 3, and 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? I always remember, and this is way back, right? I'm an old guy. So RC, row by column. My favorite cola back in the day was Royal Crown or RC Cola, so it's easy for me to remember. But you come up with some sort of an acronym. All right, so RC, row by column. So this might be some matrix A. And again, it's a 3 by 5 matrix. And all of these elements, A11, you notice the subscript, there's 2 subscripts. And it's row 2, column 3, right? Row 2, column 3. But this is often denoted as A sub ij, where I is the row that the element is in, and J is the column the element is in. All right, and that's how you manipulate. Now in mathematics courses, you're going to manipulate matrices with A sub ij's. I went through a course when I was a junior, and I didn't understand this for weeks. And then once we started doing applications with it, then it made sense. So I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to do applications with numbers in the matrix. All right, that's kind of where we're going to go. Okay, so there's a matrix, a 3 by 5 matrix. Now what we want to do is do some mathematical operations on this matrix. And we want to start off with some simple stuff. Well, what's the simplest things we can do mathematically? It's addition and subtraction. Okay, addition and subtraction. And that's not too bad. And what we'll do with addition and subtraction, we'll add 2 matrices. Now, when I add and subtract matrices, the main rule is they have to be the same dimension. So if I have a 3 by 5 matrix, I can add or subtract that from another 3 by 5 matrix. But I can't add or subtract it from a 1 by 2 or a 4 by 6 or a 10 by 12. It has to be 3 by 5. All right, so the 2 matrices have to have the same dimensions in order for them to be added. So let's do a real quick example. Let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a simple 2 by 3 matrix, right? 2 rows, 3 columns. And let's add that to another, and maybe it will be -5, 2, -1, 8, -7, 4. Okay, and we want to add these 2 matrices together. Well, the way you do this is you add each corresponding element. So I'm going to add, I'll use my A sub ij notation, A11 plus, let's say this is A and this is B. So I'm going to add A11 plus B11, and that's going to go into C11, where C is the matrix, that's the combination, right? So C will equal, so A11 is 1, B11 is -5. So C11 is going to be up here in the upper left-hand corner, right? And so that's going to be -4. So I just add 1 plus -5, 2 plus 2. So that's A12 plus B12. I'll just write that out. A12 plus B12 equals C12. And so that's 2 plus 2 is 4. So there's row 1, column 2. For the C matrix. And then continue going on. 3 plus -1 is 2. Close that parentheses. 4 plus 8, that's going to be 12. 5 plus -7, that's going to be -2. And 6 plus 4, that's going to be 10. All right? So that's how you add 2 matrices. Subtracting would be very similar. I'll call that D for the difference. And I'm just going to subtract. 1 minus a -5 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. 3 minus a -1 is 4. Close that off. 4 plus 8 is, 4 minus 8 is -4. 5 minus a minus 7 is 12. And then 6 minus 4 is 2. And so that would be the difference between these two matrices. That's going to be A minus B. Right? That's A minus B. And that's how we add and subtract matrices. So it's really pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Okay? All right, so we've done addition and subtraction of a couple of different matrices. Again, I'm not going to go into the symbolic format of this. In fact, that's probably as easy and hard as I want to get, right? But in the next video, we'll start talking about multiplication. All right. If you have any questions on adding or subtracting matrices, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you.